Another big issue in 2017, LA's housing crisis, and city leaders struggle to meet its growing housing needs. But the year saw homeless and low-income residents and supporters catch a break on several fronts. And Marcos has more in this year in review.
A year of victories for housing in LA. First, an overwhelming yes vote as Angelenos approved LA County's Measure H last March. The ordinance will raise the sales tax by 1/4 cent this coming January to pay for supportive services for the homeless, such as mental health counseling and medical services. This man, who was formerly homeless, voted for it.
All of you people that have helped me turn my life around, I just want to thank you, and I'm trying my best to do the same for other people.
The measure was written to go hand in hand with the city's Prop HHH passed in November of 2016. That measure provides $1.2 billion to build homeless and affordable housing over the next few years.
I'm going, and I'm going forward. That was Mark Ridley Thomas, who said, we can do this, we must do this, we will do this, and ladies and gentlemen, we have done this. We have done this.
With this groundbreaking, the Path Metro Villa Apartments will become one of the first projects built with Measure H and Measure HHH money. The units will house homeless residents, low-income families, and veterans, and could be built by next year. And yet more homeless housing coming online with these projects, the 127th Street Apartments and the El Segundo Housing Project. The units will also provide supportive services. City leaders suffered a huge and costly challenge this year in their efforts to build affordable housing with the appearance of Measure S on the ballot. The measure would have restricted developments of high-rise and dense projects in areas not zoned for density. Measure S supporters said they wanted to stop the big money and big developers.
Oh my God, the city's building almost exclusively luxury housing that nobody wants. They're driving up rents, they're creating land speculation. The zoning is for sale.
They're saying that Measure S will increase housing, but in fact, if we're not allowed to build more housing and affordable housing, that's going to decrease the number of units available and increase rents.
In the end, city leaders, developers, business groups, and housing advocates won out. Measure S got voted down. And this just signed into law at the end of the year, a plan to pay for even more housing. The City Council approved Mayor Eric Garcetti's affordable housing linkage fee. It will be paid by developers to build affordable units. The fee will be on a tiered system. Developers who build in hot markets like the West Side pay higher fees than those who build in challenged areas such as South LA. The fee could generate $100 million for more LA housing.
We have close to zero steady streams of revenue to build affordable housing in the city of Los Angeles. That's a shame. The linkage fee will change that.
And a little rent intervention for those with the highest need. For the first time in 13 years, HACLA, the housing authority of the city of LA, opened a housing lottery this year for its Section 8 housing. Section 8 pays the rent for low-income renters. The problem, 600,000 applicants tried to get on a list with only 20,000 slots. Even those who got in may not see a housing voucher for years.
I'm actually a recipient of the voucher. I've been waiting for over 15 years, and I finally got the voucher 2 weeks ago.
But if Section 8 doesn't work out, there will be plenty of new affordable units coming online if the city makes its goal of building 100,000 new units by 2021. I'm Anna Marcos for LA This Week's Year in Review.